There he went into a cave and spent the night. And the word of the Lord came to him, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" 1 Kings 19 verse 9. Hearing the voice of God. Do you see now, as we go by, the voice of God is becoming scarce and scarce? Have you noted that? Imagine when we're in 1 Kings 19 and we were able to only to identify like 3 direct voices of God. The rest, you will notice, it is through an angel or through a prophet. Notice here, what are the benefits, first of all, before we look at how Elijah positioned himself to hear the voice of God according to the text? If you look at verse, that one we have read, verse 9, he said, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" When the voice of God speaks, it confirms that God is privy to your circumstances. The Lord is asking, "What are you doing here?" Meaning, when God speaks, it is a major confirmation that the Lord is aware of your whereabouts and is fully aware of your circumstances. So let God speak. If there is something sweet in this world, is to know that the Lord is not a foreigner or a stranger in the things you are going through in this life. And you know, when I study people like Nebuchadnezzar, that they were told by God, until 7 times are added. So he was eating grass, but he was counting. The moment the 7 years are over, this will end. So go through situations, but make sure the Lord has addressed or has communicated himself about what you go through. Let us be faster. If you look at the verse 11, the Lord said, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Another reason why you need to hear God speaking is because the voice of God positions you for a divine encounter. He is only hearing the voice. You may not know the Lord is speaking from where, in heaven or in the burning bush or from the temple, but because your IQs are connected, so you can hear God addressing you. But him speaking doesn't confirm he is speaking from what point. So when God speaks to you, that voice teaches you how to position yourself right for a divine encounter. Imagine, the Lord said, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Mungu anataka kupita. Do you remember the story of Moses in Exodus 33? He told him, "I will pass by before you, but I will put you somewhere on a rock in a cleft. Then I'll close your eyes with my hand, and after I passed by, I will let you see my back." So the voice of God helps you to position yourself in experiencing divine encounters. Then look at verse 13. When Elijah had it, in verse 12b, and after fire came a gentle whisper. When Elijah had it, he pulled his cloak over his face and went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. Then a voice said to him, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" We have talked about that. And Elijah repeated the same thing. But let us look at verse 15. Is the one we are interested with. The Lord said to him, in verse 15, the Lord said to him, that is the reason why you need to do everything practically possible until God speaks. He do speak, and let him speak. If you look at verse 15, the Lord said to Elijah, go back the way you came. Go back the way you came, and go to the desert of Damascus. Number one, the voice of God gives you direction. Go back the way you came. That is giving you divine direction. When he was coming through that way, now when he is going back is under instruction. So very important, God must speak, because the moment you shall hear God, you will have the definite, defined direction. And remember, many people in life get stuck in the area of direction. You don't know where to turn to. And then he says, and you go to the desert of Damascus. Something else about the voice of God. The voice of God identifies your area of operating effectively. The other areas you can operate from, and it's okay, there's no problem about that. But when God speaks, he now helps you to identify where are you supposed to be operating from for absolute effectiveness. You can go and start a business or a church or start living in a place. It may look good using the eyes of Lot. But if you use the voice of God like Abraham, you'll be able to know this is a correct place. If I operate from here, I will be able to connect with the reality of my relationship with God. Something else he says, when you get there, anoint Hazael king over Aram. When the voice of God speaks to you, it now commissions you into ministry. When you get there, anoint Hazael. That is commissioning into real ministry. Into real ministry. And then also anoint Jehu. And all these things is in the desert of Damascus. That is D-O-D. Also anoint Jehu, son of Nimshi, king over Israel. And anoint Elisha, son of Shaphat, from Abel-Meholah, to succeed you as a prophet. So the voice of God will commission you into the absolute ministration, into absolute life purpose realities. And then more than that, the voice of God teaches you succession formula. Then from there, if you look at verse 17, it says that the voice of God defines the absolute purpose of the will and the intentions of God. That's how they will do it. But if you look at verse 18, yet I reserved 7,000 in Israel, or whose knees have not bowed down to Baal, and all whose mouth have not kissed him. And the reason why you need the voice of God is because the voice of God defines for you the right souls that you need to harvest. The voice of God now identifies the souls that you're supposed to be serving at that time. How did Elijah position himself to hear this voice of God? Zeal of God. Number 2, being on the mountain of the Lord. And number 3, eating a Joric food provided.